You are now listening to the voice of horror. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is the Night Coriander Slasher Movie Club. We're
Yes.
back and better than ever.
That's right.
We're back and better than ever, man. You know why?
Tell me.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, bitch.
There it is.
Oh man.
There it is. All right, man. Tonight we're going back into Chucky land. We're going to be talking about The Bride of Chucky from 1998. The question is, was it a great new angle for the franchise? Real quick, just to give a shout out to the folks in the chat. Hey to everyone. We see you guys. Dominic's in the chat. Jose's in the chat saying loves this movie. A top 3 of the Chucky films. Philip's in the chat too. What's going on?
All right. Hey.
Dan's in the chat. What's going on?
Hello.
Right. Oh, saying my second favorite so far after the original. All right.
All
Very
right.
cool.
Nice.
All right. Jason is in the chat. What's up, man?
Hello.
Castellar as well. All right. Let's see. And Dan's coming in quick. You're all right, man. Dan coming in
Nice.
$6.66 super
That's
chat.
awesome. I like it.
Club rules. You're all right, man. Thank you so
Right?
much. We appreciate you, seriously. I love it. Steven's in the chat. Our new friend Steven from Steven Gervais and Friends podcast. What's up, brother? Good to see you. The General's in the chat, and yes, we do have an anniversary. Yes, and congratulations. 1 month anniversary for Jason the Nice One. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And he was actually with us on the panel last night for our watch party. Yeah. All right. Steven, it's going well, man. We got so much good news that's been happening, bro. It's not even funny, man. It's been amazing. It really has. Neil's in the chat. What's up, Neil? Good to see you. Trick or Treats in the chat as well. What's up? Okay. All right. So Coriander, let's start to get into this a little bit. And we've also got a couple of announcements. We'll try to pepper them in when we can. But what are your overall thoughts on this entry into the franchise for Chucky?
I mean, you have John Ritter in this movie, and I've been a fan since I was a kid with Three's Company. So this automatically for me is like one of my favorite Chucky movies. It's fun. Jennifer Tilly, she's great in this role, and I loved her role as Tiffany. And it's a fun movie.
It really, really is, man. And I mean, I think having, Jennifer Tilly in it and adding that, kind of that comedic edge, it was a fun movie. She was a fun character to hang out with. But can I just say something, man? Right in the beginning of the movie, look at what they did to my man, to my boys. They literally had a Michael Myers mask, a Jason mask, Freddy's glove. This movie was very, very meta, giving a wink to the audience. And I was like, how'd they do all that? They get sued? I mean, what's going on, man?
Oh, could you imagine? No, they must have had permission.
Yeah, I know, man. It's just crazy, man. Castellar reminding people, push the like button. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Remind each other. Love it. I love it. But yes, please hit the like button if you haven't already. That would help us out. But But I think that the opening of the film, it was really really cool because you have this situation where she's resurrecting Chucky, and
Mhm.
you're sitting there just waiting to see how that's going to happen, what's going to happen. I think it actually was really really cool because, and you pointed this out to me when we were watching it. um she has all these doll parts and she's sewing him back
Mhm.
together. So you definitely got this Frankenstein motif thing going on. I really, really enjoyed it a lot, man.
Yeah.
I really, really did. And the look of
Yeah.
Chucky,
I like
I
it.
yeah, 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 yeah. I hadn't seen this movie in so long, guys. I had really
Mhm.
forgotten so much of it. So for me, it was almost like a brand new watch. But it was a lot of fun, man. It
Mhm.
really, really was. And there's the legend himself.
There
Rest
he
in peace
is.
to the
Right.
great John
I
Ritter.
was so sad when he died, man. And
I
I
know,
loved
man.
the show that he was on at the time, and I can't remember
Mhm.
the name of it, but the chick from Big Bang Theory, the blonde, was in it. She was, the oldest daughter. And
Oh,
yeah,
crap. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
it was a I love that show. And yeah,
oh,
it was so sad when he died.
no, that was something else, I think. But anyways, yeah, he was just fantastic, man. He really, really was.
Mhm.
But, this movie opens up and you start to kind of see, first of all, you get to see what kind of character he's playing, and it was really
Yes.
interesting. And
Yeah.
what did you think of his relationship with his niece?
It's too bad that he didn't give a shit about her and he made her life
Right,
miserable. It's too bad. 'Cause she
right,
seems
right.
like she's not bad, you know? Yeah, she's got a
Yeah,
boyfriend. What's the big deal? That happens with
yeah.
kids these age. So it's like, it's too bad he was a dick. Yeah.
Well, and it was really funny because, this is an early film for Katherine Heigl too.
Mhm.
So that was a whole nother level because we've seen this so many times with horror movies that you see actors, sometimes in their earliest roles. So it's really cool
Mhm.
to see her in this. And
Yeah.
obviously she's garnered a really great career since then. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of cool stuff going on with it.
She's been in
Obviously
a few
that
horror movies, so it's not like she was one of those one-hit wonders.
what other horror movies has she been in?
Wasn't she, oh, you're gonna put me on the spot, man.
Well, that's
I
okay.
can't
That's okay.
yeah, I can't wasn't she in, like, Valentine? She was in the medical
Oh,
when
yeah, 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 the beginning. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that was a quick little role. Yeah.
but
Yeah,
still.
you're right. Yeah,
But
no
okay.
doubt. Dan saying you can tell Ronnie Yu injected some new life into the series. He directed one of my favorite OG Hong Kong films, The Bride with White Hair. Absolutely, man.
Mhm.
And of course, that was one of the things that also got him Freddy versus Jason, which we'll talk about that too, man.
Ooh,
Yeah, man. Castellar saying looking forward for Kelly Maroney in the Night Watch Zone this week. Yes, on
yeah.
Thursday at 6 p.m. Man, Kelly Maroney. Get ready, guys. We're gonna be rocking and rolling. We're gonna be rocking and
Mhm.
rolling. Um, Neil saying I'm old enough that John Ritter will always be Jack Tripper to me. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
He was
love Three's
amazing.
Company.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Val's got the link in the chat for our interview with Kelly Maroney on this Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please click the link and give it a like and get ready to hang out with us and let's show Kelly, this amazing community and hang out with her. We're so excited. We're so excited for
Yeah.
this. Yeah, yeah. But it was funny when we got to the part where she was trying to resurrect Chucky or was resurrecting Chucky, and she's got the voodoo for dummies and all that. I mean,
Yeah.
Jennifer Tilly was hilarious in this. She really, really was throughout the whole movie. I
Mhm.
think I think it was a really good addition to it. Brad
Yeah.
Dourif, of course, was amazing as always.
They
He's
were
talked
good
about
together.
they
Yes.
were. But he's
Mm.
talked about how this is one of his favorite entries, in the whole
Yeah.
series. So, and I can understand why, because he had a lot to do. He really, really did. And it was
Mhm.
really seeing that play back and forth between them. But man, when
Mhm.
he came back and we get to the first death, and man, it was just kind of funny, man, because obviously it's always kind of a gag when you get Chucky, around and someone doesn't
Mhm.
know what's going on,
Yes.
and they make fun of him
Yeah.
and stuff. And in this death scene, it was just hilarious because he turns his head around, which was a nod
Mhm.
to The Exorcist, and then he's suffocating the dude, and it was like it was just crazy. What did you think of this first kill? Because I do want to talk about these kills a little bit, focus on those.
Yeah, I mean, I can't Tiffany didn't realize, that it worked at first, the spell
Right.
until she realized that he wasn't on the
Mm-hmm.
floor. And when you saw that the
Yeah.
realization hit her, it was like, ooh. She's like, is this going to be interesting? And yeah,
Right.
you gotta love how, people's first reaction of seeing Chucky, like you said, it's great. And yeah, he just gets the
Yeah.
job
It's
done.
funny.
Does what he's got to do. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. And actually, let me rephrase that because I said it was the first kill. It's Chucky's first kill, but the first kill in the movie was actually when
Hmm.
Tiffany had slit
The
Bailey's
cop.
throat in the cop car.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to make
Mhm.
sure I get that right. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But man, it was really cool seeing him. I think that they did a really good job with the effects of making him, moving
Yeah.
around and stuff like
Yep.
that. It seems like they just keep getting better and better as these movies have gone
Yep.
along, which makes sense because
Yep.
of the technology and stuff like that. Um,
Mhm.
I mean, it looks like this doll is really alive. It truly, truly
Yeah.
does, man, which is crazy to
Yeah.
say, man. But their back and forth was pretty interesting. But of course, Chucky's a jerk. And so you
Mhm.
get to this part where I had forgotten all about this, where Tiffany literally locks him up in a cage. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
so the whole question now is like, okay, how is he going to get out of it? And it was a really cool way that happened and so forth. But before we get to the third
Mhm.
kill, which is Tiffany's kill, what did you think of their dynamic at this point? Because she was really pissed off at him and said, okay, well, I'm going to lock you in here. I'm going to,
Yeah.
kind of do what I got to do. I got to get rid of this body and everything too.
Yeah. Well, she loved him, and when she found out that, you know, he didn't reciprocate those feelings, yeah, man. I mean, she took it the way any woman would. No, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
joking. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do? You brought him back to find out that shit, he hasn't changed and it's still the same, and
Right.
what the hell? And yeah,
That's
man,
right.
she
Yep.
she, I don't know. I don't want to say she had it coming, but she was being, pretty raunchy herself. So yeah.
Right, right. Well, I think that when we talk about her kill, the electrocution scene, what I thought was
Hmm.
really cool about it was the fact that the movie was really, really smart in a lot of ways. I mean, she's sitting there watching Bride of Frankenstein, which was really, really cool. And so the
Hmm.
movie, the movie had a lot of great it had a lot of layers to it. It really did. But Chucky, of course, he escapes and he finds a way to escape out of the cage. And then he basically just electrocutes her in the tub. I mean, I
Hmm.
was like, oh man, as the TV is still playing, when it goes into the tub with her and stuff. It was a really, really cool scene, man, as far as a kill.
Yeah.
And as usual, he finds a way to get the upper hand and she dies, and then he gives
Yeah.
her a little bit of payback by putting her in the body of the doll.
Yes.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And when, when she's reanimated, he turns around. Like they had a lot of great
Hmm.
moments where it was kind of like they got freaked out, like, and they would like scream, like, ah, and it was funny,
Yeah.
man. I found myself, and obviously this, I found myself laughing out loud quite a bit. It
Yeah.
was really, really cool.
Yes.
Really, really
Yeah.
cool.
It's a
Um,
fun movie.
yeah, I mean, and this is still like the first half of the movie. Like we haven't even really, kind of gotten into a lot of what's going on yet, but it's still entertaining. You know what I mean? I think that was a really cool
Yeah.
thing too. Yeah. But of course, the big thing about the movie, the big catch of the movie is that in order to get back into his human body, he needs the amulet, which of course was buried with his human body in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, how are these two dolls going to get to New Jersey? Well, they're going to hitch a
Right.
ride. That's what they're going to do. What did you think about that plot point? Because that's really the big
Well, I
part
find
of
it
the second
interesting
half of the
because
movie.
Yeah, like in the other movies, he didn't need an amulet to
Right,
transfer into someone else's body. So
right,
I
right,
find it kind of interesting that he needs one now. But
right.
maybe because
Well,
it's been as so long, maybe. I don't
well,
know. I don't
it's
know. Yeah.
funny.
I don't know.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because we've got a couple of little fun facts that we want to throw out about the movie as well. And here we go with our first one. Now this is what happens here, man. The original Child's Play was 1988. It took place in November 88. The sequel from 1990 was 2 years later, several months before Christmas season. Child's Play 3 in 91 took place 8 years later in the storyline of the movies. In 1998, Bride of Chucky takes place in 98 as well, but only 1 month later. So that's the thing.
Mhm.
This timeline is pretty interesting, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Of course, the first appearance of stitched Chucky due to his death by fan at the end of the third movie. So when
Hmm.
you think about as far as the story is concerned, this is literally 1 month after Child's Play 3, which is
Hmm.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's absolutely crazy, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
but this whole thing with them hitching a ride and trying to get to New Jersey, and of course, it's funny because they have to obviously play like they're dolls, but they are killing people. So they had that scene where they killed John Ritter, which was crazy.
Yeah.
What did you think of that kill? That was kind of a big kill, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because with a nail gun, it didn't kill him at first.
Right,
So they
right,
just
right,
like, knocked him out and shoved him in the seat cushion
right, right.
of the van. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So,
It was pretty crazy, man. It was pretty crazy,
hmm,
and I think it was kind of, and that's what
he
had been
deserved it
said.
though,
He
right?
was being a
Trying to
jerk, wasn't
plant
he?
drugs and yeah,
Yes,
he's just trouble.
and I think that
He
this was their
needed to go.
little, yeah, in this movie, yeah,
Yeah.
and I think this was their little wink and nod to Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Oh yeah.
That's what, yeah. So I thought that
Hmm.
was pretty cool, man.
That was funny.
Um,
Yeah.
But, the thing of it is that they totally are always kinda dealing with some crap. They get pulled over, and the whole idea now is, are they gonna get caught with the drugs? And, of course, Chucky's like, "Let's smoke it, man." It was some
Yeah.
funny scenes in this movie, man. Like, it
Mhm.
you can really it can be tough to pull off comedy in a horror movie, but I think that
Mhm.
this film did a really good job with it.
Yes. Yeah, it did.
And Dan saying The Bride of Frankenstein was a nice touch. It
Yeah.
was. And hey, Denisha. Denisha's in the chat. Good to see you.
Hello.
Good to see you. Um, let's see. Let's see. And you guys are saying hi to Denisha. Yeah. Um, but after that, though, we've got the scene where they basically figure that they're gonna Chucky's always flipping someone off. That literally
Yep.
became like his big thing, like flipping
Mhm.
flipping people off. And I gotta admit, man, it's played for a sight gag. I think it's funny.
Mhm. Right?
I
It
really do
is.
think it's funny, man. But he's crawling down
Mhm.
behind the van to get to the cop car so he can um light up
The
the
gas
gas
tank.
tank. And
Mhm.
I was just like, oh man, it was just really, really. And then of course the cop sees the two of them in the window, and of course that look on his face, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what the hell? What the hell? What did you think of
Mhm.
this one? Because that was a pretty cool kill too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Chucky is always finding interesting ways of killing people, and yeah, he blew this cop up. He
He
had everything he
did.
needed right on him. So
He
yeah,
did. He really, really did.
pretty
Oh my
yeah, pretty
gosh.
good. Mhm.
Carrie's in the chat too. What's up, Carrie? Saying
Hey.
hey, hey. Saying I'm at work, popping in to listen. And say Bride of Chucky is my favorite in the Child's Play franchise. Tiffany is my favorite character. All right.
Nice.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Sylvia's in the chat. What's up, Sylvia? Saying, why wasn't
Hey.
Andy in the film? As far as I can tell, it was basically because they were just trying to go in a different direction. I mean, this whole movie really was about going into a different direction for the franchise.
Yeah.
And like I said, I hadn't revisited this in years, and I kind of had forgotten, just how different of a movie it was. But I gotta admit, I was really having fun with it. I really, really was.
Mhm.
It was crazy. It was
Same.
crazy. Hey, Jamie. Jamie's in the chat. We got
Hello.
Ed in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you.
Hey.
Good to see you. But anyways, so now they're literally in trouble, because
Yep.
obviously everyone had heard them arguing outside of the van, and everyone had
Yep.
seen them blowing
The
up, and
cops. Yeah.
seeing Katherine Heigl's character of Jade arguing with the cop.
Mhm.
And so it's
Yeah.
basically Jade and Jesse, they got to get out of Dodge, man. So they hightail it.
Right.
And it's like now it's kind of like this whole thing where they're on the road and they totally distrust each other too, which both of them have
Mhm.
reason to, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, let's get married then.
Yeah. Crazy kids.
It's like, why would you do that, man?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
You could tell she
Um,
was regretting it, through the ceremony.
yes. Yes. I agree, man. And like you said, they had to make sure that John Ritter was dead. But the funny part coming up too is when they go to the hotel and they meet up with that other couple they're pretty
Mhm.
shady, just trying to rob people and
Yeah.
take advantage of people. So it's like,
Mhm.
again, we've got these characters in the movie that are kind of jackasses. John Ritter was a jerk.
Yep.
His cop partner was a jerk. These guys are
Yeah.
jerks. It's like, what's
Well, he
going
said it
on?
right. He's getting paid. She's like, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "'Cause I'm getting paid to."
Right.
So, I
Right.
mean, what are you gonna do?
Exactly, man. And they get some money, but of course,
Mhm.
this was a great kill, man. When Tiffany comes in there and throws the wine bottle up into the glass mirror, I thought
Yeah.
that was a really good one. What did you think of that kill?
Oh, yeah, and they're on a waterbed to boot, so
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. They got what they deserved. So
They really did, man. I mean, like it
mhm.
was like a million pieces of the mirror. It was just absolutely crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
suck.
Carrie saying the kills in this were just innovative. I loved it. Yeah, there were
Mhm.
some really good kills. I gotta admit, they put it this way, man. They upped the ante over 3, no doubt at all.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
3 was very muted with their kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jamie saying, I love Bride of Chucky. It's my favorite of the franchise. All right. We got a lot of
Nice.
people that are saying it's their favorite.
Yep.
Very, very cool. Gary said, see, and that's why I love Tiffany. Yes, yes. The way that she took them out, it was great, man.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And we will not be talking about when they did the Virgo. Yeah, that was just one of those scenes, man. And Jennifer Tilly said that they ad-libbed that whole scene. So it was really, really funny, man. It was funny to
Right.
see. But of course, that's when Chucky says,
Oh,
well, will you
man.
marry me? And she literally becomes the bride of Chucky. It's
Yeah.
it's it's just funny, but it's done in a way where it makes sense. So these guys still got to get to New Jersey, and they're on the run. They're on TV, basically, wanted. And it's like, well, how is this going to end? It's funny because as I was watching it, because I had forgotten exactly how it got to the ending. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I was wondering myself too. I'm like, well, how are they going to get out of this? It's like, did you wonder that too when you were first watching it?
Yeah, 'cause everyone thought they were killers. Their best
Yes.
buddy there, and
Yeah,
I mean,
David.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fugitives on the run. So and
Yes.
then you had Tiffany and Chucky, pointing guns at them.
Right?
So they were screwed, man.
Every,
Yeah.
every time, like I gotta admit, guys, every time they were on screen, I either had a chuckle, like in a good way, or a smile.
Mhm.
It was really, this was like one of the smartest ideas for this franchise. It was just great.
Right?
It was
Yeah.
just great.
Mhm.
Jason saying the mirror kill was my favorite. Yeah, it was really,
Yeah.
really good. Life is Forever's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see
Hey.
you. Um, Carrie says, I love the hopeless romance in this. Yeah, it was cool to see
Yeah.
that. It really
Yeah.
is. Um, Ginger, my favorite is Seed of Chucky. I'm not sure if that's an unpopular opinion. Well, we'll find out because we'll be talking about Seed of Chucky soon. We really will.
Right.
Yeah, Carrie said dolls need love too, man.
That's right.
Ah,
That's right.
Dan saying, who the hell wants to go to New Jersey?
Mhm.
Yes. Caden's in the chat. What's going on? And again, if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. It helps to support us. Wiggs is in the chat saying, congrats on 28K. Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
We really
thanks.
appreciate that. Yeah,
Nice.
we just hit 28K a little while ago. And
Yeah,
just it's an amazing thing.
it is.
Speechless,
My
speechless.
goodness,
But thank you,
right?
thank you to all you guys who have watched us, continue to watch us, like our videos, leave comments, hang out with us in live streams, and so forth. It's just really, um, it's humbling. It truly is.
Yeah.
But of course, David, he didn't last too long, man, because he got creamed by a truck. That was
He
another kill.
did. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
That was a bad one, man. I mean, he he was blown to pieces, man. It was
He
crazy.
didn't feel it, right? That's the way to
That
go.
I
It
guess
had
so.
quick,
It
real
was
quick.
real quick, man. Oh my
That
God.
was
Life is Forever saying, thank you for the warm welcome. Hope you've been doing well. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
It's been a wonderful day. It really has.
yeah. Hope you're well as well.
It really has. Yeah. But you know, they obviously Tiffany and Chucky, they hijack an RV, they kill the couple. That was kind of an off-screen kill, but still, it's like, oh man, she's baking him cookies, and then of course you had
Mhm.
that really funny part where he's like, those dishes aren't gonna wash themselves, honey. And she gets
Yeah,
pissed off, and it was cool because Jade was really trying to play them against each other, you
they
know. So it's
both
like it
were.
was
Yeah.
and Jesse, yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
So they were very smart, and of course you have that scene where she throws the plate at him, and he's like, "What would Martha Stewart say?" She's like, "F Martha Stewart." It was great.
Yep.
But of course, we got to find a way to get them out of this thing. They're in New Jersey. Tiffany is getting baked in the oven,
Yeah,
and
she
as
is.
usual, and this happens in almost every damn movie, you have this scene where one of the protagonists has to carry Chucky to a
Mhm.
location. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Whether it's Andy
Yep.
in the first two movies, well, actually three. Well, you had the other kid in the
Yep.
third movie, but anyways, it was just funny because it always looks hilarious because you're running with this doll that either has a knife
Mhm.
to your throat or a gun pointed at you. It's hilarious. It really
Yep.
is. Oh my gosh. Do- Dominic saying Tiffany was really nice to Chucky, giving him cookies, and he had to be Chucky. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. No doubt. No doubt at all. But anyways, in the final part of this movie, it was basically just mayhem, because now y- Chucky's trying to get back into his body, but of course, Tiffany is a hopeless romantic. What did you think of the ending and the twist that was happening here?
Yeah, a lot happened. Tiffany,
Yeah.
you didn't know if she was gonna make it, and
Mm-hmm.
and then when Chucky, yeah, it was. And then when, when she squeezed something out at the end, it's like, what is going on? And yeah, it's an interesting finale.
It is, man. Of course, Chucky had to. Well, we thought he killed Tiffany because
Yeah,
she tried to kill him, but of course he
yeah,
gets shot up. It's a more conventional way for him to be killed in this movie versus the other three movies. You know what I mean? He just
yeah,
got shot, and he's always like, "I'll be back. I always come back." And I was, it made me
yeah,
laugh,
man,
man.
he does.
It made me laugh. They had some really good comedic timing.
He's
Jennifer
like a
Tilly is funny,
cat.
anyways.
He's got like 9 lives.
Well, he's got more than that, man. It's it's absolutely crazy. But here he is, his doll body dead next to his human corpse. It's crazy, man. But
Mhm.
like you said, the big stinger at the end with Tiffany and this cop. And it's like, what the hell is going on? This is absolutely ridiculous shit, but it's funny. That's the thing, is that it's actually funny to me anyways.
Oh man, right?
Um, another fun fact we had: The Bride of Chucky is the most expensive Chucky or Child's Play movie, with a budget of $25 million.
Wow.
Very, very cool stuff. Yeah. We also have a certain Bride of Chucky promotional poster is a parody of one of the Scream 2 posters. And I remember that poster. It basically had
Hmm.
Chucky and Tiffany, both of their faces side to side, and it's totally a ripoff of Scream 2. It's really,
Nice.
really, it's cool though. I mean, they're parodying everybody in this movie. Why not also include Scream? You know, director Ronnie Yu later would work with John Ritter's son Jason on Freddy vs.
Yeah.
Jason, a film that is
Ooh.
foreshadowed here, given Freddy's glove and a hockey mask appearing in the evidence locker room in the beginning of the movie. So there's a lot of bridges between, this film and obviously the other horror icons of the day, man. It was just some really, really
Mm-hmm.
cool stuff. Yeah. Carrie said, with the budget in the making of the dolls? Maybe. Maybe. Oh my God. Dominic said, Chucky doesn't run fast. That's the reason. Yeah, that's right. People
Yep.
people have to carry him. It's always
Yeah,
so
Bill,
funny,
that's
man.
right. It's a lot quicker.
I know, man, but it's just always so funny. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But anyways, let's get to the scoring of this thing. You know how we do this, guys. This is how we score it. 4 badges, meaning that it's excellent, that it's a must watch. We've got 3 badges, meaning that it's good. We've got 2 badges, meaning that it's okay. You can chance it. Of course, we've got the dreaded 1 badge, which means it's dark territory, aka don't go in the woods alone, aka student bodies, aka good night, God bless, aka blood cult. All right,
Damn.
Coriander. So
All
what
right.
what are we gonna give Bride of Chucky?
I'm gonna give it 4. This is, if you're a Chucky fan, you're gonna love it. So yeah, 4.
All right.
Because then you
All
become a
right.
Tiffany fan too. So,
That's right.
they created 2 killer dolls that people love. So yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well, I gotta admit, man, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It was great kills, and I was laughing my ass off for the right reasons. I
Mhm.
hadn't revisited this movie in so long, like 20 years probably. So I'm gonna give it a four badge as well. I think it was really,
Nice.
really fun. I'd watch
Yeah.
this thing again. Everybody was great in it. Brad Dourif, as always. Jennifer Tilly was a
Oh
great
yeah.
addition, and
Mhm.
them playing off of each other. It was just entertaining. It truly, truly
Yep.
was. Yeah. Dan's going to give it 3. Jason's giving it 4. Carrie's saying it's not perfect, but so much fun. So I'm going for a 4 as well.
Yeah.
Val's going with 3. It definitely has rewatchability, a fun movie to watch. I agree.
Mhm.
Carrie says Tiffany was just so cute.
She was.
Ah,
Especially when,
man,
she dyed her hair and cut it and painted her nails and she punked herself out. Yeah.
she
She
did,
was
man.
cute.
Yes, yes. Movie chat in the chat. What's going on, man? We're almost wrapping up. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Um, Ginger saying, I agree. I've always enjoyed this movie. Yes, 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 yes. Philip is going with 4 badges. Okay. Life is Forever saying, I definitely love the community here. I feel so at home. Well, we're glad. We're very glad. That's the way we want it. Very cool. Jamie going
Mhm.
with 4 badges as well.
Nice.
Dominic's going with 4. Denisha's going with 4. Wow,
Nice.
you guys are
All
rocking and rolling.
right.
Very, very cool stuff, man. Wow. I'm impressed. Movie chat going with 2 out of 5. What about out of
All
4?
right.
2 would mean that it's just okay or meh. So we go out of 4, but very, very cool. So there was a lot of kills in this movie, Coriander. We talked about a few, but let's make sure we keep the tally straight.
All right.
9 male, 3 female, and 2 dolls.
I'll be right back.
Oh man.
I love it. I love it. Oh man. So 14 kills, man. This movie definitely upped the ante. Val's
Yeah.
got the link in the chat for our Kelly Maroney episode on Thursday at 6 p.m. Please click the link. Get some likes on that, guys. We really want to show Kelly our support, and it's going to be a fun stream. And who knows, man, if this thing goes really, really well, maybe we can get her back later on, and maybe even with Catherine Mary Stewart and do a live watch party of Night of the Comet. That would be
That
amazing.
would be cool, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, guys, I also wanted to give a quick announcement as we get ready to head on out here. We've been talking about something that's kind of been thrown around a little bit for a while, but we call this Slasher Movie Club. And one thing that we were thinking about doing to make it even more of a club is to actually start watching the movies that we highlight, that we do for episodes
Hmm.
together. So
Yeah.
I spoke with some of our channel members and so forth. We definitely are thinking of doing that. If you are not a channel member or a Patreon member, please consider doing so. This will be something that we're going to do to help give extra perks to those guys that have supported us so much and helped us so much in our journey as a channel. But if you are interested, the join button next to the subscribe button will allow you to become a channel member. It also allows me to
Yeah.
send out a link to all of you guys to do our exclusive watch parties. So that's something that we're looking to do. And you guys can let us know what you think. I've talked to a bunch of the channel members on the community tab and so forth. Coriander, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I think it's a fun idea, It gives us time to hang out with you guys more if you're interested in doing it. And yeah, it's just, we'd get to watch it together. So yeah, it's like an actual real, not that it wasn't like a movie club before, but now, we're actually watching the movie with you. So
Mm-hmm.
that makes it even more. So I think it's,
Yeah.
yeah, a really good idea.
Yeah, I think so too, man. So we are going to be doing that tonight. So for any of you guys that are channel members, or if you're a Patreon member, we're going to be sending you the link. We are looking to check out the movie we're going to be commentating and reviewing next week, which is Hospital Massacre, aka X-Ray. So keep a lookout, guys. I'm going to be sending that link pretty much after we finish this stream. We're going to be watching it, and it's going to be a blast. So, and also, whoa, real quick, movie chat coming in with a $2 super chat. At least give me a Clover Lang. Thank you, thank you, thank you so
Nice.
much for the super chat. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Look, here we go. This one's for you.
But listen up now. This is serious. When you're tempted to do something wrong, even if the reasons are good, think twice, because you never know how things will turn out. You might be getting yourself and everybody else into a whole lot of trouble. Do what's right, and you can't go wrong. Take it from me, Mr. T.
There it is. Very, very cool. And yeah, Val, the member-only watch parties are always a lot of fun. Yes. And Denisha also has an anniversary, just popped up. 8-month
All right.
anniversary. All right. Saying, hey,
Nice.
Night, it's been fun. Congrats on 28K. Love you and Coriander. Looking forward to so many more milestones. I missed the
Yeah.
podcast. We'll try to get some more of those up for you too.
Aw.
But thank you so much, Denisha. We
Yeah.
appreciate you and all
Yeah.
of your help and all of that. So
Yeah.
thank you. Movie Chadmore saying, loved it. Thanks. You're welcome, man. Anytime we can do some Mr. T, we will. All right, guys. We're
Right.
gonna get ready to head on out here for you guys. For members, keep a lookout on the community tab. I'm going to be sending you guys the link. We're going to be watching Hospital Massacre, so you guys can join us. And also for Patreon, guys, we're going to send out the link to you guys too. So, anyways, if you are not a channel member yet or member of Patreon, please consider doing so. If you want to become a channel member, the easiest way is to just hit the join button next to the subscribe button. So, anyways, we will catch you guys. Well, some of you guys in just another minute or two, but for the rest of you guys, we will catch you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Upchurch.